So it's a day of celebration for NIO because number 100,000 has just rolled off the production line. So that's quite a milestone for NIO, isn't it? Just 1 year ago, NIO was on the verge of bankruptcy. They had no money. Nobody knew what would happen to the brand, to the existing car owners, and so on. But then they received a bailout by the local government, a Hefei agreement. And from there, NIO proved basically that they can sell a good product in the market. And today, it's a proof that NIO has actually successfully kind of executed on their plan so far. But let's not only talk about the past and how big of an achievement this is to produce so many cars in this short-term time frame. Because actually, if you look here at this tweet, it's quite remarkable that NIO has achieved this in only 2 years and 10 months time, whereas it took Tesla 4 years to break through the 100K mark. And I'm saying this without any need for comparing against Tesla. As I'm always saying on this channel, Tesla is the king of scale, but it also shows you how quick the Chinese are. They have to set up in order to scale quickly as well if they want to, but still I do think NIO is kind of positioned very differently to Tesla. It's not so much about the mass production, it's not so much about getting the biggest chunk of the market share, but positioning themselves as a new premium brand, of the first Chinese premium brand ever that can compete with the likes like Mercedes, Audi and BMW, and they're on a way of succeeding with that. Now, speaking of that, Li Bin, the CEO of NIO, also gave a speech around this event of celebrating this milestone, and he told us a little bit of the current state of production. Basically, right now that NIO can produce 400 cars per day. On a monthly basis, this sums up to 10,000 cars that they can currently put out, but also repeating against the struggles around the chip shortage, which NIO will have effects in Q2 and possibly can solve in Q3. And then Li Bin also said something very bullish, and I haven't seen him saying that before publicly, and that is that he thinks that NIO could actually reach 1 million cars produced annually and also sold annually, of course. And that actually aligns pretty well with my new NIO napkin business case that I've just made. Previously, I based my initial price target of $40 for NIO, which we are trading around now, mainly on the prospects that I could see and read from the Hefei agreement. But now it's time to look further, right? Look to 2025, 2030 and so on. Where could NIO possibly go? And now with Li Bin having some kind of official statement here from the CEO personally saying that are aiming for 1 million cars, I think that's quite good to see, and that's also part of my new business case there. But additionally, I also found this clip online of Li Bin in the Chinese social media.
我们现在的市场平均售价在40万，就是奔驰、宝马、奥迪，就他们的这个市场，这个市场一年的市场是300万辆，300万辆啊，大概1万亿的销售规模。我们反正占5%就是500亿嘛，10%就是1000亿嘛。所以当然，奔驰、宝马、奥迪都是占20%几的份额。那么看有没有机会用个5年更长的时间把它3分天下有其一，就这么一个。我觉得也希望对。
So in this clip, NIO is talking about the market opportunity aligned with NIO and also like how they compare to, for instance, BMW, Audi and Mercedes. And once again, that he is comparing himself or NIO with those brands instead of Tesla also shows you once again where he is aiming at, and rightly so. And he's saying that, well, right now we have a small market share, maybe 5%, but he's actually aiming for maybe 1/3 of the global market share for NIO, which would be a high goal. I think he's also more conservative on that, but in that video he mentioned that, and mentioned along with that this would come up with a total market for NIO of 150 billion annual revenues that they could achieve if they would make that. Now, if I take a sneak peek on my new NIO business case, you can see that in 2029, I'm actually calculating with NIO car revenues of around 150 billion annually. And that could actually be well exceeded in 2030. And that is based on the fact that I think in 2025, actually NIO could already reach the 1 million cars sold. And by 2030, could go as high as more than 3 million cars sold annually. Now, I don't want to go too deep into those business case assumptions and the future outlook also regarding valuation and so on. If you're interested in that, please make sure to join our Patreon. I'm now feeling that the business case is in a ready state to actually publish there. I will make it downloadable as an Excel file. And of course, from now on, keep on updating it with all the new information that I get, for instance, from new NIO filings or whatever I can find on the web that has some implications on the assumptions that I'm making on a business case. But for today, this is only about, where is NIO now and also what could be the future potential and outlook of this company. And it's good to see that Li Bin is actually aiming as high as having more than 1 million cars produced or for more than 150 billion annually revenue. Just based on the assumptions and the market research I've been doing around this business case, I can say personally from my side, I find those numbers and targets and aims realistic. Whether or not NIO can succeed with that is totally a different page, but honestly, I think they're well positioned. And well, now we have some exciting stuff going on with 2021, maybe the first steps of globalization, and then new car models coming up and ramp of production. So far, it seems that NIO is on track. But of course, there are always problems around, like now with the chip shortage. So not everything will happen on day one. It's time to be patient right now, especially with the rotation from tech stocks to value stocks in terms of the stock price. But ultimately, what matters most is the fundamentals of NIO business itself. So thank you guys for watching with this quick update. I hope you enjoy that, and then see you on Patreon or in the next video. Thank you guys for watching.